Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Friday, the 16th of December 2016. So yesterday, market was sideways, and then we saw the market reverse and then start to move higher. I'm just going to pause this for a second. I'm just going to wind back and just show you what I was doing on the screen there. So we had the market eventually break out, move up, and we hit the target price there. Let me just come back just a bit more. There we go. So as the market came up, it hit the scalp, and as the market was heading towards all-time highs, and it drove through there. So what I'm doing now is just removing the original markup lines, replacing them, and just seeing how the market goes on. Move the stop to break even as well, and then wait and see if the market will actually break through this resistance here. So I'm just rescaling the charts and everything else, and this all in real time yesterday. So let's fast forward and see what actually happened. The market came back to the scalp, and I thought I'll give it a few minutes to see if it can get back above the 19,900, and it did. Drove higher. They were sitting on 47 points, and then we came all the way back. It came racing back. Whatever it hit at that point, the market didn't like it, and it ended up coming back and then through back to the scalp area there, before eventually, it took a long time to turn around and move back to the upside. We then had a sell signal that failed to fill, which was good because the market continued to move higher. It had gone quiet at this point, so this trade was cancelled, but the market did go on to the 19,950, where it found resistance and then drifted lower through what is generally the quieter part of the session, and then became quite sideways. And then once again we see the market trading sideways, and then something happens. We get some momentum. Now look at the size of this bar compared to the other ones. So we've got a bit more activity in the market there, a bit more uptake in the momentum, and again we get a sell signal, and we get this one filled. The market then drives down, and again I do the same thing, see if this was going to continue to the downside, but not to be the case at all, because the market then finds support. And again, no surprise really, because this type of bar in a down move, where it comes off the lows before the close, not halfway but in the lower third, generally is an indication that prices are going to stop moving lower and reverse, and that's precisely what we saw there. So you can see I've got a stop in there at 50%, as well as the break even, and then we've got the scalp as well, so I can choose which one I want to actually take. And in the end, it was a case of just being stopped out as the market came back, and then the rest, well, I sent a note out, and you can see it just traded sideways there. And if we have a look now, we can see that the market is sideways on the overnight as well. So let me just pull that up for you. So there you can see the last trade, market sideways. We had another buy signal, but as I said in my note, enough for one day. Market traded sideways, and this is really tiny range. Very strange actually. When you look at the daily chart, you can see how tiny the range is, but also you notice that we are sideways as well. We've now got a defined range for this market. I just drop this in here. You can see there's a range that the market's in. Let me see if I can pull that down a bit. So the market's stuck in this range at the moment. I've had an increase in volume on Thursday as well, as the market saw a bit of selling coming into the market there as well. News wise today, only building permits at 1:30, and then there's absolutely nothing. It's Friday. Market was likely to consolidate ahead of the weekend, and Monday we've got the Electoral College votes to decide whether Trump goes in or not. There's all sorts of conspiracy theories flying around now, and according to Reuters, Obama's going to be making a statement implicating Putin directly involved in rigging the US election. I mean, you couldn't make this stuff up. I'm sure there wouldn't be an investigation if the shoe was on the other foot and Clinton was in. There's no way. It's just absolute farce now, frankly. But as I said yesterday, that's another different story. I just find it highly entertaining that, you know, Clinton, when Trump accused of the vote being rigged, that Obama and Clinton came out saying it was it would be a failure of democracy and all this other rhetoric. That it's just laughable, really. But like I say, this is not a political review. I just find it highly entertaining, the breathtaking hypocrisy of all politicians. Unbelievable. And anyway, what's also interesting is the implied volatility at 1081, given that the market was sideways, up, down, then becoming sideways. I didn't expect to see this. I thought it would have remained above 11, but we're at 1081 today, which is also very interesting. So the risk of the market falling apart after Yellen's interest rate increase on Wednesday, according to the implied volatility, says there's no real threat at the moment. And over the weekend, what I will do is put together an overview that shows you how the rate increase played out during Christmas and New Year of last year, so you can see what we could expect. Can't guarantee it, but the likelihood after we get through the Christmas period or in between the Christmas period. But again, the only thing we've got in the background is the Trump inauguration on January the 20th, so it may hold together and trade sideways, hit the 20,000 between now and then all hell will break loose after that, because take it from me, there is no love lost between Yellen and Trump. More on that in another market alert. Right, that's it for me for this morning and for this week. Let's see what happens during today, and if I see anything untoward, or if it's quiet after the first hour, then it's likely to remain that way for the duration. Also, I'll be missing in action this evening, so I'll only be looking this afternoon as well. So, like I say, I will let you know. Right, that's it. As ever, thanks for your support and also for watching, and I shall see you in the next one.